Grade A.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Grade A Moose, and I got another. In this video, I'm going to give you guys my personal Dwayne Wade build in this year's game. Flash himself, Mr. 305. Now, if you're looking for instrumentals and beats like you heard in the intro and what you hear in the outro, look at the top right description for my guy Grade A Temple. Make some of the best beats on YouTube. Hit him up, subscribe to his channel, and you will not be disappointed. Now, let's hop right into the build. We're going to go first and last name, your preference. Hand, as you know, if you've been watching and following the channel, we're going to go left hand. Jersey number is going to be number 3. Now, I personally made this build at point guard just to be the lead guard, but you can make it the shooting guard position with the same stats, and that's what we're going to do in this video. So position is going to be shooting guard. Height is going to be 6'4". Weight is going to be 222. And the wingspan is going to be 6'11". Starting off with the physicals, we're going to go with an 80 vertical, 85 on the strength. We're going to go with a 77 on the agility with an 85 speed. Now, for rebounding, we're going to go with an 80 defensive rebound and a 75 offensive rebound. So we're going to be able to max out our rebounding on a guard build. Pretty elite, if you ask me. With the defense, we're going to go with a 68 block. It's going to give us high flying denial on bronze. For steal, we're going to go with an 85. For the perimeter defense, we're going to go with an 85 as well. So this is going to be a really well-rounded build at the guard position. Can guard the 1, the 2, can even guard the 3, can get blocks. It's going to be tough being 6'4", because just something with the height, you're not going to be able to contest all the time. But you're going to be pretty damn good overall on defense. And you can rebound and run the break. And for your interior, you don't have to do this, but we went with a 77 interior just to be able to guard the paint as well whenever you're playing 1s or 2s. Now, for playmaking, we're going with an 86 speed with ball. Ball handle, we're going to go with a 90. And passing, we're going with an 82. So far, backtracking real quick. With the rebounding, you're going to have box up beats and rebound chaser on silver, along with pogo stick bronze. With the speed and agility being at an 85 and 77, you also get slippery off ball on gold. And with the 85 strength, you got strong handle on Hall of Fame and movable forcer on gold as well. And you get physical finisher so far at bronze. And for the defense, challenger, on-ball minutes, pick dodger, all on silver. Off-ball passes on gold. As I already mentioned, you get high flying denial on bronze, which you can max +1 to put it on silver. And now for playmaking with the 86 speed with ball, you get lightning launch on gold. So you could use a Darius Garland dribble style. And then with the 90 ball handle, you pretty much get all the ball handle animations you want at a 6'4" clip, especially if you hit starter 3. You get handles for days on gold, unpluckable ankle assassin on silver, and as I already mentioned, strong handle being on half. And then for the pass accuracy with the 82, you're going to get versatile visionary on bronze, dimer gold, break starter on silver, and you can use the Trae Young passing style, which you only need an 80 to do so. Now for shooting, we're going to go with a 94 on the free throw. We're going to go with an 88 on the three-point shot and a 78 mid-range. This is going to allow you to get dead eye on silver as well as shifty shooter and set shot specialist, and you get limitless range on bronze. Now, to really make this a real D-Wade build, we're going to have post control, and your post control is going to be at 80. This is going to allow you to get post fade phenom, post up poet, and post powerhouse all on silver as well as hook specialist. So not only can you ISO with this build, whenever you get the smaller guards, which you're typically going to, you can dominate them in the post. And once they initiate and close out on you while you're in the triple throw on the post, that high perimeter defense means nothing. So with the high post control that you have with this build, you're going to be able to spin right off of them, get to the lane, and then you're going to be able to dunk all over the center or the big who's down there. So before we get to the driving dunk, standing dunk is going to be at a 62. And then your driving dunk is going to be at a 90. And then you cap off your driving layup and close shot at 75. This is going to allow you to get float game, layup, mix master, and physical finish, as I mentioned, on bronze. Air Wizards on Hall of Fame. You also get paint prodigy on bronze. And with the 90 driving dunk, you have posterizer on silver. So this is the build right here. You have a bunch of takeovers you can choose from. The ones I will look at using the most will be Skilled, Slasher, Pest, Nuisance, of course Flash, given this is a Dwayne Wade build, which is going to improve your speed with ball, and ball handle. Plus you get the blur takeover ability. Slice is another great one. And one that I like to use a lot with this build is 3-and-D, which improves your perimeter defense, agility, and three-point shot. But before we get into the shades, this is what I do with my cap breakers. If you're someone like myself who's veteran 1, you should have a total of 10 cap breakers if you hit level 40 in the previous seasons. And this would be a great build to have come the new season that releases on Friday with Jalen Brunson being in the cover. So it's keying back to the small guard. So this build will be perfect for this. What you want to do is put +3 on your driving dunk, giving you a 93 driving dunk, which will give you a gold posterizer. And now you have all the access to the pro contact dunks off 1 and 2, as well as the small contact dunks off 1 and 2, being that you're 6'4" and under. So that's what you do first. Next, you come down to shooting. You're going to put +1 on your mid-range and three-point shot, giving you a 79 mid-range and an 89 three-pointer. The 89 three-pointer is going to allow you to get limitless range on silver, as well as set shot specialist on gold. And you're probably wondering, why are you putting the cap breaker on mid-range? At 79, you're not going to get anything. However, you do. So I made this build earlier in the seasons, and the reason why you want to put your cap breaker on the mid-range is because for the new season that comes out on Friday, once you hit level 40, you can use that cap breaker and put it on mid-range, give you an 80 mid-range. And why is that significant? It's going to help you unlock other takeovers like Make It Rain, which improves your mid-range, three-point shot, and speed, something that you will love to use on this build. You also get some other good takeovers as well with an 80 mid-range that you don't get without it. So, real quick, I'll show you. As I already mentioned, you get Make It Rain. You need the 80 mid-range. You also get Offensive Artist. You need the 80 mid-range to get that as well. And MIDI Maestro is another good one. You need the 80 mid-range for that as well. So, I made this build for also long-term as well in the past. So, this is why I think it's a great build and why you should put your last 2 cap breakers on that mid-range. But moving right along, next set of cap breakers goes to your ball handle. You're going to have +5 on your ball handle, giving you a 95 ball handle. That's going to allow you to get Ankle Assassin on gold. You're also going to have handles for days on Hall of Fame. You're going to also have Unpluckable on gold. And you're going to have access to all the best dribble animations for the small guards, like the Steve Francis of the world, the Trey Youngs, the Tim Hardaways. All those animations you have at your disposal with this build. So, that is the cap breakers. Now, let's get into the shades. Shades of Richie Guerin, Brandon Miller, and of course, Anthony Edwards. The shades have changed from when I made it previously, but nonetheless, the build name comes out to be a 2-way, 3-level shot creator. If you made it this far into the video and you're looking for this face creation, look at the top right corner. My guy Terradome23 made this face creation, one of the better creators in the community. Make sure you like and subscribe to his channel as well. Now, let's hop into the animations and the jump shot. Now, here's this build maxed out. As you can see in the top, the build name changed a little bit. Once you add your cap breakers, you have the choice to change the build name, and I decided to do just that. And the build name comes out to be a 2-way inside-out ISO creator, which I think is the perfect build name for a Dwayne Wade-like build. And as I mentioned previously, if you notice, my build is made at the point guard position strictly to be the lead guard. So you see the build laid out here with all the cap breakers. As I mentioned, the 3 on driving dunk, 5 on the ball handle, 1 on mid-range and 3-point shot. And my next cap rating, once the new season drops on Friday and I hit level 40, will go right onto my mid-range to make it rain and the other takeovers as I mentioned prior. Here's my badges. Angle Assassin, Hall of Fame. Handles for Days, Hall of Fame. Challenger, Deadeye, Glove, Limitless Range, all on silver. Pick Dodger, On-Ball Menace, silver. Interceptor, Lightning Launch, Posterizer, Unpluckable, gold. Strong Handles, Hoff. Shifty Shooter, silver. Aerial Wizard, Hoff, Off-Ball Pass, Slippery Off-Ball, Rebound Chaser, and Movable Forcer, Dimer on gold. And yes, that's right, I max +1 my Set Shot Specialist and Rebound Chaser. So I have those at gold for rebounding and Hoff Set Shot Specialist. This build is elite. It can do everything. And with adding the post control with a build like this makes it even more god tier. There's nothing this build can't do. The takeover I use currently is 3D, but I fluctuate between this and Nuisance and Pest. But I'm not going to hold you guys up much longer. Let's get into the good stuff. Let's look at the animations. So passing styles, Trae Young. Dribble styles, Darius Garland. Sometimes I alternate between his and Shay's just for fun, but those are the two main ones I use typically. DeJounte Murray's is really good. Russell Westbrook's is really good, although I don't have it because you need an 87 speed ball. But I had tested it out before. It's pretty good. But Darius Garland's the one I use the most. Signature size up, Trae Young. Regular breakdown, Steve Francis. Aggressive breakdown, Jamal Murray. Escape, Curry. Combo moves, Tim Hardaway. Crossover, De'Aaron Fox. Behind the back, Trae Young. Spin, Steve Nash. Hesitation, Tyrese Halliburton. Step back, Zach LaVine, with my triple threat style being Kobe Bryant. Now, motion styles is going to be Caruso, Hop Shot, Devin Booker. Post hook is Pro. Post fade, Pro 2, but I actually use Devin Booker's and Kevin Durant's. Hop jumper, De'Aaron Fox. Spin jumper, Kyrie's. Dribble pull-up. I don't see too many people talk about this, but one of my favorite dribble pull-ups for small guards, outside of using Pro 2, of course, is Cameron Thomas. Cam Thomas's pull-up is just beautiful. Like you see, let me go back. Look at that first image. Look how he just pushes the ball forward. The release is so beautiful, and he gets so high off the ground with his pull-ups. And with having a high release point, this shot is so beautiful. That last one you just seen recently going left has a very quick release. So I think he has a very, very slept-on dribble pull-up for the small guards. So that's why I love it. Obviously, another honorable mention will be Gary Harris, Jalen Green. Of course, everyone uses Pro 2, but my go-to, as I just mentioned, Cam Thomas. Go-to shot, I love Malik Monk's go-to shot for the small guards. I just love how he does a lot of mixed direction and how you be able to chain out of that and be able to speed boost just cook. Leave someone on the island, cook them up easy. So this is my go-to shot right here. The false swing on the layups. Candace Parker free throw, that's my go-to. Ain't nothing changed with that. Now, it's time to get into the dunk style and the jump shot. So I'm starting with the dunk styles. I have baseline reverses off 2. The small and pro contact dunks off 2. That's it. For the 1-foot dunks, pro contacts off 1 as well as small. I have baseline reverses off 1, quick drops off 1, and athletic rim hangs off 1 as well. For standard dunk, I use the 2-hand under the basket. And then for my signature dunks, I use Devin Booker's. I also use Malik Monk's and Russell Westbrook's. So those are my dunk packages. And in alley-oops, I use Elite and Zion. And then I just have Elite contacts currently on because I was just trying to test it out to see how glitchy I can get with just getting all the Elite contact dunks. But I also use Pro as well. And now for the jump shot. Here's my jump shot. I think it's one of the best jump shots for small guards in the game, especially because you don't need to be starter 3 for this jump shot. So if you're someone that plays casually throughout the year, this is a great jump shot in my opinion. Landry Shamet base, Oscar Robertson upper release 1, Colin Sexton upper release 2. I use normal speed because it's a very, very fast shot. And due to sometimes how the latency can be, This is very perfect for me, so I don't have too much of a delay on my shot or a hitch. So I have it 2 ticks below from full speed, right in the middle on the release speed. You know my visual cue is always going to be release, and then my animation blend 75 Oscar Robertson, 25 Colin Sexton. Try the jump shot out. Let me know your thoughts. If you think it's a W jump shot, leave a comment down below. But that's going to be the build, man. If you made this far in the video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on the build and what other builds you like to see on the channel. It's your boy, Grade A Musa. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Hey, run that thing.